Do you feel like every day of your life is a struggle to find joy, find happiness? You feel like you're living the same life on repeat and you're just trying to figure out, why am I not happy? Everyone else seems happy. My parents were happy doing this. My grandparents were happy doing this. Well, I want to share with you today that often the belief systems that we're taught as kids, that we've learned from our parents, our grandparents, and our relatives around us in childhood, just don't align with who we are. I truly believe we're living in a day and age where the satisfaction of what life used to be is no longer the satisfaction that we're looking to have out of life. I'm not talking about get rich quick schemes. I'm not talking about Instagram fame or Facebook fame. I'm talking about living your true purpose. You see, we came from a generation of people that came before us, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, wherever you came from, whatever age you are. The generation before us is always going to be a generation behind. Their goals, their vision was coming up the ladder to a certain point. We live in a day and age where the goals that we have for ourselves, the ambitions that we have, are slightly different. We live in a world where personal happiness matters more than obligation to a career. We learned with the elimination of pensions and the uncertain job markets that corporate America is not truly loyal to us in the way that our parents were able to experience a loyalty back in the day. The reality is we all have an inner guidance and inner knowing to strive and live for more. If you're watching this, you probably wake up for work wondering, why am I still doing the same things that I was doing when I know I'm destined for more? There may be a voice in your head somewhere saying, this really isn't for us. Well, I think back to childhood and some of the belief systems that I was raised with and believed. I remember I was, maybe 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there. My father handed me a newspaper article, and he had this highlighted section about going to college and the importance of doing well in school to go to college. At the time, I was doing okay in school. I wasn't all that motivated. School didn't really seem like, I was learning much. I was a bright kid, but I didn't feel challenged. It didn't feel like I was learning things that aligned with my ambition and who I was meant to be in life. Didn't know who I was meant to be. I just knew that there was something inside that felt like I wanted more. I wanted to learn more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to learn real life applicable things that would take me to the next level. And then above that article, there was this E word I couldn't pronounce. It said enter. And I said, Dad, what is this word? He said, it's entrepreneur. He said, but don't worry about it. You're going to be here in 10 years, pointing to the section on why good grades matter to get into college. And I ignored the article he wanted me to read, and read the article about entrepreneurship and being a leader and impacting the world and changing the world around me and being a thought leader and doing exciting new things that not only helped me out financially, but provided a service to others. However, he got a little frustrated when he noticed I was reading the wrong article and pushed me back into reading the article about school. To this day, I have no idea what that article was about, but I know that I crushed my beliefs on being an entrepreneur. And I went to college, I didn't do well, I failed out of school, and ended up just kind of lumbering around in my early 20s. I worked jobs that really didn't have any path forward. And then I went to tech school, got a good job, and then my career started. And he was proud of me. You're working your career, you're working in corporate America. But for some reason, I could only last about 2 years at each one of those jobs before I got extremely bored and frustrated, before moving on, doing something else. Rinse and repeat. The truth is, for me, I was never happy until I finally became an entrepreneur, until I finally started diving into a business that I was passionate about and thankful to help people. You see, if I had started off down that road back then and been allowed to have that as a belief that helped me grow forward and have that belief in, hey, I can start a business and I can help serve and make the lives of people better around me, then I probably would be in a much happier place and much more aligned with what my true purpose was. To this day, I'm thankful for the experience because it taught me a lot about what not to do in life. I also learned that I wasted a significant portion of my life trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. The truth was, I was the square peg, the round hole was corporate America. And as I transitioned out and became a leader, a business owner, someone that was focused on helping people to profit for themselves, which then created profit for me, I found a happiness To this day, I enjoy talking to new business owners and other entrepreneurs, people that are thought leaders in their space, because that is who I align with. That's who I'm here to help, and that is my purpose in life. So I hope that helped you understand that some of those beliefs that we're raised to have in our lives don't align with the person that we're truly intended to be. I once heard Les Brown say the wealthiest place in the world is the graveyard, because that's where all the dreams have been buried and will never be resurrected. Don't allow your dreams and the things that you're meant to do to ride with you to the grave. Allow yourself to challenge the belief systems that you were brought up with as a child, to challenge the beliefs that you held on to in your 20s, and start transforming into the person that breaks free of the chains of those limiting beliefs, breaks free of the chains of the things we were taught we had to do, be, and say as children, and allow yourself to step into your purpose. Because the truth is, if you don't do that for the purpose of the world around you and making it better, you're truly being selfish and you're not allowing yourself to grow, thrive, and share your purpose with the world. I hope this message connected with you. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Allow yourself to transform into the person that makes the world better each day, each moment of your existence. Have a wonderful, brilliant, and inspired day. Check out chrismonroespeaks.com. There'll be some ebooks, some informative guides. If you want to have a one-on-one with me to discuss some coaching or join a mastermind group that's coming up, I'd love to have you. I can't wait to connect with each and every one of you soon. Talk to you. Check out the next video. Remember, like and subscribe, and join the journey to creating the wonderful, masterful life that you're truly here to experience. Talk to you soon.